What's up everyone, Darcblade here with an Uncharted 3 video, and this is for patch 1.14. Now patch 1.14 was released a few days ago now. It was released on August 15th and it's now the 18th, so I am a little bit late, but I've been unable to play Uncharted 3 for a few days, thus I missed actually when the patch was first released. Anyway, patch 1.13 is a minor patch when compared to patch 1.13. It's nothing compared to the size of what patch 1.13 was. But it does introduce a few new gameplay changes, a few bug fixes, and it also introduces the first block mesh maps that will be available in the lab mode. Anyway, let's talk about the gameplay changes that come with patch 1.13. The first change is that previously purchased characters and emblems will be properly unlocked for legacy players. Some players who went into legacy mode would find that emblems and characters they have actually purchased would suddenly become locked again, which was a pain in the ass. The second gameplay change is that the Jin and the Guerrero characters have had their voiceovers properly restored, so these characters will now be talking like their characters should be. Wins and losses in the lab mode will no longer count towards the leaderboard or towards the player's personal stats. They've already changed it that kill death didn't count in the laboratory mode, and now they've made it with win-loss as well. This is quite good as it makes the mode quite sort of easy going, shall we say. There isn't that pressure to do well, and you can sort of take your time and experiment with the mode, which is what the laboratory is all about. Now, a big change with patch 1.14 is that the rate of fire has changed on the M9. I believe they have reduced the rate of fire because when patch 13 first came out, the M9 was suddenly the best gun to have. Everyone was using it. Now, I still see a lot of people using the M9, and for me personally, it does still feel the best weapon now. I still miss my Gmail, but I still think that the M9, at the moment, in the current state of the game, the M9 is better than the Gmail. The scope zoom modification has been fixed and now should work properly. Now, I didn't really notice that this mod was broken, but then again I don't really use any weapons that have the scope zoom modification on it. But if there was a problem with this mod, then I'm glad that Naughty Dog have fixed it. Now, the last gameplay change that comes with patch 1.14 is that the lab has been updated with the block mesh maps. These maps are sort of basic bog standard mesh variants of real maps, so they would be just a blank pink building or blank blue building. It's like playing in a virtual reality world of some sort. It's my suspicion that these textureless block mesh maps will be available in the PlayStation Store at one point. I suppose it depends on how well received these maps are by the Uncharted 3 community. Also, this is just me speculating. This might not happen at all. This is just me guessing. Talking about the PlayStation Store, I have noticed that the hats and the taunts that were introduced with patch 1.13 have now become available for purchase. I am a little bit disappointed that these taunts were made into microtransactions. It would have been nice to have them as a free extra with patch 1.13, but saying that, they are not too costly. I mean, they're about 79p in the UK, whilst the hats are about 40p. I'm not so sure what this would be in other areas of the world like the US, but it's not too big a strain on the wallet, put it that way. I'm still also a little concerned about these hats. I am still worried that some of them will give players a distinct advantage against other players, but we will see. At the moment it seems quite balanced, and Naughty Dog have reworded and edited them slightly since I saw them at the release of patch 1.13. Naughty Dog have also put up a community calendar. You can check this on your multiplayer profile on Naughty Dog's website. This calendar will tell players what kinds of maps, activities and events Naughty Dog will be releasing in the future. Now, as always, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can go find out all the information about patch 1.14. I have covered most of the information here, but I know some players like to go read it themselves. Now, I do want to apologise for not getting this video out sooner. I would have liked to get this patch video out for the date of the release of the patch, so August 15th, but things have gotten in the way, I've gotten behind on work, so on and so forth, as thus, my video on patch 1.13 is later than desired. I also am having some difficulties when recording Uncharted 3 in cinema mode on my HD PVR. For some reason, when my character dies, in between dying and respawning, there is a section of black, and for some reason that section of black shuts off my HD PVR for a split second, and it makes it difficult to record things. I have edited it, so I hope it looks okay. But if you do know something about this, please leave a comment. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been Darcblade, bringing you information about patch 1.14 in Uncharted 3. Thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.